What is up, guys? Justice here. Today I'm at the awesome Gravity and Oxygen Fitness in Boca Raton. Definitely, if you ever happen to be around Boca Raton, you have to come through, take a class, do a session with the trainer. This place is awesome. So today what I want to talk about is one of the biggest mistakes that I made when trying to build muscle. So we're gonna tell one of my stories, you're gonna learn a little bit more about me, and I'm going to use that story to teach you something that you should know if you are on this route to try to get bigger and stronger. And I think that everybody should try to gain some muscle, some strength, some size throughout their life. I think it's great. So when I got into college a few years ago, I don't remember exactly how long it's been, and I literally don't even remember what semester this was. College is like a big blur. But I went to the rec center, so the gym at FAU, and I saw some really big kids. Like, these dudes are jacked. I mean, I saw football players around FAU. I saw super big dudes in the gym. And I was probably a decent size. I was probably around 180. I'm around 6'1", but I started to get like that feeling that I had never even worked out before, ever. I felt tiny. So what I said was, you know what? Screw it. I am gonna do whatever it takes to get big and do it now. So what I ended up doing was I just ate everything. I ate everything. Like I literally just ate nonstop. So fast forward a couple months, maybe a few months from there, what happened? Did I get bigger? Of course, absolutely. I upped my workouts, did more volume, and ate like crazy. You're going to get big if you do that. There's no other way for things to happen. The problem was that I did it way too fast. I gained so much weight that it got to the point that I was disgusted with myself. I don't know if I can find a picture of myself at that time. I really hope that I can, but I gained a lot of weight. So much so that I had reached around 210 pounds, the heaviest that I've ever been, within about 3 months. So I went from 180 to 210. I mean, I was getting stretch marks. I had grown so fast. My mom was calling me a cartoon character. It wasn't a great time. Clothes stopped fitting. I had to buy different wardrobes and wear things like cargo shorts. Got too big too fast. So what I ended up doing after that was going on a cut, went all the way down to about 170, and then built myself up slowly from there. Started to track macros, started to make sure that the margin of my caloric increase wasn't so high that I put on an excess amount of fat. And that is where the lesson comes in for you all watching today. I get questions every now and then about people that are starting their journey on this path and they want to get bigger. And for a lot of people, they actually have the opposite problem. They don't eat enough. But some people, like me, who have a naturally good appetite, you want to be careful about the route that you're taking to get big. You have to be wary about just eating a whole ton and doing whatever it takes to get big now. The fact of the matter is, building muscle is a process. It's a process that takes time. And even if you do stuff your face and go on a super big bulk and put on a lot of total weight, there still is only a marginal increase in muscle that you'll see. A lot of the rest will be fat. And this is, of course, unless you take steroids, but nobody watching this does that, right? You wanna make sure that you are hitting a margin, right? So there's almost like a magic zone between maintenance and super gorilla gains. Right in between that is where you wanna fall. This will allow you to gain muscle and put on minimal amounts of fat. Now, you're still gonna gain fat whenever you gain total body weight. It's just how things go. But by taking the longer, slower route, by increasing your calories, not by humongous amounts, but kind of finding that margin, then you're going to not have to do a super big cut like I did in order to look a way that you're okay with. Now, there is a caveat to everything that I'm saying. If you really just want to be big and how you look and appear to other people doesn't matter to you, which is probably a good thing anyway, then you can do whatever you please. You can do a super bulk, and there are people who say that there are benefits to going on that super crazy bulk. But if you're like me, you have a life outside of the gym, you have clothes that you want to fit into, suits. I wear suits a lot, and it was very hard for me to fit in suits during that time, and that's the problem because suits are not inexpensive. Then you're going to want to go the slower route. You're going to gain quality size, you're going to be relatively lean as you're getting bigger, and once again, once you get to the point where you're at whatever weight you want to be, you're not going to look at yourself and say, do I even work out? So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Give it a like if you have. Share it with your buddy who you're trying to get big with. Let him know, hey bro, let's take the slower way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. You want to be careful about the route that you're taking